This is the last time I'm gonna say this. Think about this thing called the sun. Process it. It's in everything that we do. Solar power? Everything should be solar power. And that's what it's going to be. But people need to know that. Nothing costs anything. That's the whole point. We make our technology catch up to like the bottom heavy. Right now we're very top heavy, like all our batteries and all the things that can hardly last us to what we want them to last them for, and that's the problem. If you look at technology as a whole, you look at that as a quantified thought, I guess you would say, or a question. Thinking quantumly, or whatever people say. I've heard someone say these things, and it's interesting, and it captures my interest because I'm thinking, well, think quantumly if you want to, like whatever. If that's the way you want to put it. Everything that you're doing is reflecting in everything else that you're doing, and if you don't see that, then you're completely and totally irrelevant to how you think and what you feel, because you're knocking yourself down. You're destroying yourself without realizing that you're making that imprint on this other side. And it was safe to say it was like alternate universes and it's out there where we can never really be interrupted with it or live with it. But no, it's your fucking life. It's your decisions, your life decisions. There's a positive 100% happening that totally changes and makes your life completely different and beautiful. And if you don't see that, then you lose sight and you become victim to the illusion. And the thing that people dealing with most, why people dealing with heart attacks, because heart attacks call you out on your shit. And you go with it. You gotta feel it. You gotta really understand it. And it's like, what is really happening in this process of this? The way things happen, the way they hit people, the way they move people. It's the heart. It's always the heart. It's the whole meaning of art, the whole meaning of the idea of electromagnetic energy that can make these things happen in front of you. It's your reality. I mean, fucking wake up. This is what it is. I mean, and it's not a thing. This is what it's been for pretty much forever. It's just, and if you believe that, then you feel it. But it can change you. It can change what you do, because you could be stuck doing boring shit that you don't want to do because your life is calling you out on your shit. And you can't lose. It's the hardest thing is to lose perspective of where you are and like what's really going on. Cut a hole in a box, right? You let that light go through that hole, filter, I don't know, lost track of everything, but it's the filter, and it's the fucking camera. And like, why? You cast light through, and it creates matter. It's, even if it doesn't, it is. It doesn't. And that's the whole idea of Philosopher's Stone. That's the whole idea of the light and gold and all these things. It's always a play. Get that it's always a play. You'll see what it is, and that's the whole point.